Welcome. Greetings from Shaolin. This is Linda Chung. Today we have Mateo in my gallery of conversations. You are my episode 2.
Ooh,
Welcome.
welcome. Hello, and thank you for having me.
You are going to be the top 10.
Ooh, ooh, I love it.
Fancy,
I'll
fancy.
take it. I will take it gladly.
Well, cheers. I am so happy to have you here. I'm so excited to be able to chat with you during this crazy time of COVID. I
Yes.
wanted to catch up with you and see what's happening and what's going on, how you're holding up.
Oh man, basically on a complete freeze. It's quite insane. Art has really taken a small break,
Yeah.
but I'm sure we'll be back soon. We'll be back soon.
Yeah.
I ain't worried.
So give us a
No, no.
give us a little back history. What were you doing? And since we met, because we met back in Gowanus, right? Through Dylan.
Yes, yes. Um, basically, I recorded an album
Oh, awesome.
for my band TEOROCK,
Hmm.
but I never put it out. So due to obvious obvious reasons, yeah, I never put it out. So I'm thinking about maybe putting that out later on in the year, maybe in the summer or so,
Yeah.
and see what happens. Who knows? I'm not really clear on the whole situation or how it's going to work or
Hmm.
what the reception will be, but you know, art is my hustle, so that's what I pretty much need to do.
Yes. Yes.
So,
And when did you start with your music? How did you find out that was your passion and that was your go-to that feeds your soul?
oh my God, let's see. I started singing in an R&B group at when I was 5,
Wow.
and yeah. So I was in an R&B group all the way through high school, 4-part harmony.
Mhm.
Wait, I do I have a picture? Oh, I don't have my picture right now, but yeah. Um, yeah. So I did that mostly through high school with my brother and 2 other friends, and that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. Because back in the day, you used to do a show, and then the girls used to chase you around, even if famous or not, they would chase you around. It wouldn't
Yeah,
matter. It's like,
yeah.
oh my God, he sings.
Oh my
So
God, you're the
you
cool
know,
one.
yeah. So it's I did that for a while, and then after high school, I was playing in a band called Spyrock with a friend of mine, and I got the pleasure of going to Asia and
Oh.
Europe and Scandinavia. So that was, that part of my life was really cool,
Mhm.
and then I started doing a solo project, which is Tail Rock, which I consider folk soul,
Mhm.
and I have 2 albums. I mean, I have one album. The second album's not out yet, obviously, but I had 2 albums doing that. I've been very blessed. I think that I've had a really nice span.
Mhm.
So if I were to give up today, I could just fade into black. You know.
Well, I was really excited when I heard your music at Gowanus. It was amazing. There was a few songs of yours that I heard that really was resonating with me. I thought that was amazing. I can't remember exactly the name of the songs. One of them might have been
You didn't care enough.
yeah, that was one of them. And
Um,
there was a one
and
maybe
then
Dragon something.
Dragon Slayer. Yeah,
Dragon Slayer. That was another one.
Dragon Slayer. Yeah. Uh, yeah, that was an interesting part of my life. It was an interesting time in my life. I can only seem to write music on low emotion. If I'm too happy, I won't write nothing. It's not just not going to happen.
Yeah.
And I was on a down part of my life,
Yeah.
and that was just some of my pain. And I guess people enjoy, you know, other people's pain, so works out for me.
or they can feel it because they can like relate to it, like the music helps them or
Right,
brings them back to something that they felt that really soothed them too.
right. Yep, yep, exactly. So, yeah, when you do something, it's kind of like when you do art. It's kind of weird to you to show it, but then receiving the reaction is
Hmm.
a lot different than what you have in your mind. Like,
Yeah.
hearing your voice in an answer machine, I'm sure it's not very pleasant.
Yeah.
I mean, if I listen back to this later, I'll probably be like, oh my, ah, yeah, that's the way I sound. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so it's very unpleasant to hear yourself back sometimes. So to hear other people say, "Oh man, I really like your music. I thought it was kind of cool. It's something different,"
Hmm.
is like very rewarding to me, to
Hmm.
hear, because to myself, it sounds okay. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So
Yeah, I mean, like
and
that's the amazing thing. I mean, like when I also had feedback in Gowanus, it was
mm,
amazing to it was amazing to have some people come in and was like, "Wow, I totally get it,"
mm,
and they'll just start having a conversation of like the same things I was relating to the piece of art, which is the same thing
mm,
people will feel about your music too. Like they can totally like connect to it and get to that place that you have felt, or have that intense like possible piece like listening to it or looking at a piece of art.
all right. Yeah, I think being an artist in general is, you know, an interesting place to be, because you're able to create something that somebody else was thinking in their mind,
Hmm.
but probably generally would not say it out loud to people in
Yeah.
public.
Yeah.
So, even with art, I I could barely draw. I mean, I could barely paint anything. But when I go to these art shows, and these events, these galleries, I check out all this other art, and I'm like, wow, I'm in a beautiful place here, and
Hmm.
I get to see beautiful things all the time. I'm very lucky to be able to see all this beautiful work
Hmm.
that inspires other people, and in turn inspires me. So
Yeah. Yeah.
very lucky.
Yeah. Have you talked to Dylan?
Oh yeah, yeah, we talk all the time. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. He's yeah, he's been painting some guitars. I'm a little. I'm like, you
Really?
never painted none of my guitars, man. I mean, can I get something on my guitars?
Yeah.
I
You're
mean,
like, I've seen you a
but
bunch of times.
right, right. No, but the connection. We get to speak on the phone, but it's very hard to see each other when everything is locked up. And
Yeah.
I'm upstate, so it's like even harder for me to
Hmm.
go down to the city and hang out and do anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, without them looking
How
at
did you
computers.
how
I
did you
live in
meet
a very hippie
Dylan
town.
then? How did you meet Dylan then?
I I actually met him upstate.
Oh,
I met
really?
him in yeah, I met him in Kingston. I was doing a show at an art gallery in Kingston,
Hmm.
New York, and he had his art there, and I was like, man, that's crazy, man. And then he was like, yeah, so I got this art gallery down in Brooklyn. You can come and play there. And I've been playing for a long time, man. I often hear things. I go, yeah, sure, I'll be there. But then when I got there, it was very shocking. Marbled floors all the way down. Got all these art and all these rooms, and you were in one of the rooms, and
Hmm.
he had his stuff there, and it looked very legit. And I was like,
Hmm.
wow, this is amazing.
Yeah.
And then it really just skyrocketed from there, to be quite honest. Like
Yeah.
it just,
Yeah.
you know. Then it turned over to art hustle parties, and that was just insanity. I mean,
I mean, yeah. I mean, it
rock
all
stars and celebrities were there, literally.
it was, right? I mean,
Yeah. So
that's where it all birthed at Gowanus for me because like I was like, you know what?
yeah, yeah. Go on,
Yeah, I had started doing all of my art and I was like, you know what? I think I'm ready to have a show. And you know what? He had a room
right,
available and I was like, I think I want a whole room. I don't think I want just a wall. I think I'm ready just to do a whole room and just do my first solo show and I'll just do it myself. So that was my
right.
first solo show that I had put together
Oh,
then.
I didn't even know that. That's yeah, that's great. That was my into the whole thing that we've been doing down in the city, that was my whole end too.
Yeah.
The Gowanus thing, really, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
Um, and that opened up a ton of doors really for us because we were able to. I mean, the things that we're doing now, it's like, I mean, if this didn't stop, oh boy, who knows where the heck we would have been, But yeah, just the things that we were doing, it was just uh, it was like a whirlwind,
Mhm.
and and I've been all over the world. I consider this to be one of my favorite times was
Wow,
hanging
that's
out with you
amazing.
guys and go, yeah,
That that's
oh
amazing.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
an
I could,
honor. That's an honor for you to feel that way, since you've been doing a lot of things and traveling and meeting a lot of people.
yeah, I consider that to be like one of my the greatest kind of times that we had in that. I think it was what the 2017 to
Yeah,
2020.
yeah.
So
Mhm.
um, I mean it's a 3 year run. I mean, who does that? That usually doesn't happen. Usually you're finding yourself by the wayside eventually
Yeah, because
because
after
new
Dylan,
artists
yeah,
come in.
yeah, because after Dylan did his is when Art and Hustle birthed, and then Gowanus was
Mm-hmm.
slowing down, and then so that's when I started doing mine.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Image Gallery. Shout out to them. Shout out to Cod family. Shout out.
Carlos
Um,
and
yeah, but
Jessica.
oh yeah, 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 yeah. So that was a brilliant setup, well organized. Um, I'm hoping we get back to there. I'm hoping you get back to there because that
Yeah,
was glorious, man. I gotta tell you,
and
it's
that was
like
my first curated art show there.
yeah, that was just madness, and it was I want to say a good four, five, six of them that was just packed. I mean, you
Yeah.
couldn't even
You couldn't
barely
even
walk
move.
through the
You
place.
couldn't even move at
Couldn't
all.
even move.
The energy and magic
Uh,
of
uh,
Gowanus and of Image Gallery was amazing. Like there was
yeah,
just so much love and support where people just came out. It was like, non-judgment zone. Everyone's just supporting each other. It was just nothing but love and like support from everybody.
yeah, and that's actually where artists need to be anyway. There's a lot of I feel like there's a good selfish vibe, and it's not really being selfish. It's you're an artist and your mind is geared differently. I don't know if you've well, of course you've been at an art gallery and heard some of the conversations. Very strange,
Hmm.
but
Hmm.
that's our artist mind.
Yeah.
We're completely somewhere else.
Yeah.
We're not even on the same plane.
Yeah.
Like
Well, you're
you
creating
know, you,
something out of nothing. Like you're just like, you know what?
right?
I see this and I'm gonna paint it, or I hear this and
Yeah,
I'm gonna play it. You know what I mean? So you're just getting
yeah.
stuff from nothing. So people will just look at you like, where did you get that from? Right?
It's a very odd world because and a lot of time artists are loners because they
Hmm.
need the time to focus so
Yeah.
they can create the work. So when you get in the room with a lot of people, most of the time I've been to art gallery, I've been to a million art galleries. It's very quiet. You can walk through nicely.
Yeah.
It's nice. Some wine and crackers. Now, but when you go to a art hustle event,
Mm-mm.
you can't go nowhere. Like you just squeeze it through. Excuse me, trying to look at art like that. I mean, it was like basically it was like the home of the network. It was like network art. I think that's what I would call it. I would say it was network art.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Not only do you have your art,
Yeah.
but other artists come in that even have paintings there.
Yeah.
They're coming to see your paintings, and then they put up their paintings the next time, and then we come to see, and everybody always goes to the shows, always goes to shows, and it just built and built and built it,
Mhm.
and you could barely get in the door.
Yeah.
I think that the idea that you came up with was better. Well, I would say you and Dylan, it was way better than anybody could ever imagine because now you have all these people talking to each other. Okay, all right, so let's go to this other art show, or we're gonna put this up, and this is gonna be the theme of this. This is gonna be the theme of that. People don't really work like that, not in art. I've
Yeah.
been I've been playing music for a long time. People don't really work like. Usually, it's like, yo, I got my band, you got your band. I
Hmm.
don't, whatever.
Yeah.
But if we all got together and
Yeah.
went on tour all together, well, we all be rich.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
the idea of what you guys were doing is right on because people can come in, they can introduce themselves. We're passing cards out. I still got stacks of cards in my room.
Yeah, like a huge
You know,
bag.
people, yeah, yeah, and you know, and people are just actually talking to each other and actually say, okay, I got this mural over there on 123. Okay, yo, I'll meet up with you over there. Okay. And then remember when all the guys did the trade, they did the trade tower. And then they
Yep.
did this over here. Then we
Yeah,
were
like
in,
Boogie and
you
Red.
know, Empire State Building. You know, like we came into the show at your place, and
Yep.
it was crazy. It was just a bunch of madness going on at the same time. And because uh, we created this community for all of us, we were all able to do whatever.
Yep.
I
And
mean,
everybody supported each other. So like whenever somebody was doing something, you just like, all right, I'm gonna go do this. So let's all go, you know? So Art and Hustle was like we just built like a family and everybody was helping everybody
you know
else.
what you
And
know
I
what KRS said that was, right?
what?
You know what KRS said that was, right?
What?
He said that's hip hop.
There you go.
KRS said that's hip hop. When you big your man up, that everybody look great. I'm telling you, like sometimes I'd show up, I'd be looking at a piece of art and be like, you know, whatever.
Hmm.
I don't care what nobody says dope. So everything that was in your gallery was water. It didn't matter what I thought because
Yeah.
maybe I have different tastes.
Yeah.
Some people's are okay. I was like, okay, I don't get it, but people be like, I love all this stuff. It's all great. I take it all. So
Hmm.
very beautiful. I'm sorry, I had to get that out. I didn't mean to cut you off. Get that out. Get that off my chest. Hmm.
Yeah, like I started Art and Hustle because like it was hard to be able to figure out how to get into those fancy galleries. You know what I mean?
Because you can't.
You can't.
Because you're not allowed to.
And I'm not exactly, and I'm not one of those like stuck
Mm,
up frou frou kind of people. So
right.
I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go on Instagram. Go on Instagram, saw Dylan who's doing a show, and that's where it started. I'm like, okay, well, I'll just do my own shows now since Go On is dying down. I'll just create my own, and then it'll be my vision of it, and it's just gonna be like an art show, but like an art party where anybody who wants to show a piece of art, you can show it. Play music, have like live nude body painting, you know, whatever
Which
like whatever
yeah, which we
expression.
all appreciate. Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. I thought that would get people in the door, right?
Yeah,
I think that
yeah,
helped.
that'll do it.
I think that helped. And then we had
Yeah, it definitely helps.
Pinocchio, right? Who's doing
Mm,
his amazing
yep.
like
Street art.
artistic
Yeah.
performance of his art. Like he's just magical in itself. And then we would have like
I think
poetry.
we went back to Japan.
I think he did. I saw some posts of him.
Yeah, back to Japan.
Mhm.
Yeah, me too.
I wonder if he's
Ah, what a
back.
shame, huh?
Maybe he'll be back.
Maybe. You never know. I
Yeah,
hope so.
yeah, he was
Yeah.
amazing. And then
Yeah, you know, some of and I also like the art and hustle, because you know, you're running into people of all genres. It's not just a bunch of artists trying to sell you their paintings. You know, I mean, they were selling fruit drinks. I mean, come on, man. You know, there was fruit drinks and bakery stuff and Brooklyn Blue had their own liquor. I mean,
yeah,
it was. I mean,
yeah, there was
if you
food.
had something to
Yeah.
sell,
Hmm.
it was a place, boy. You know,
There was
like
juice. There
people
was
were
like
buying it.
there was juice. There was like homemade like
Hmm.
organic juices, and there was also
Yep,
disrespectfully drunk. She made like really fun drinks also. Remember?
yep, yep. No, it's just a beautiful. It's really just a beautiful time, and I really hope that all this stuff that splashes right back on as soon as all this business is done. Because really, this is what people need. Because there's a lot of um, it's like you say, I can't go to the gallery on Fifth Avenue and be like, yo, let me put my painting here. That's not how it works. I look at you like you lost your mind and say, well, what kind of proof do you have that you're just great art? Who bought your work? How much did you pay? They're gonna
Yeah.
have all these things. But it's a great starting ground to go to Art and Hustle,
Hmm.
put the thing on the wall. Let's see how this rolls.
Yeah.
It's a great thing. It's a great thing to have something that's before that level,
Yeah.
before the next level. You
Exactly.
know. Not saying that we're on a low level because there ain't no low level going on. Let me tell you, them shows were something else, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
like, we're just making our own like underground gallery, and it can just be like a pop-up underground gallery wherever it is, right?
Yep, wherever it might lie,
Hmm.
because um, you know, I think we did a. I think Dylan did a show in Manhattan before, and that was crazy.
Hmm.
But once again, it's like you got to talk to this guy and talk to another guy to talk to another. It's always leads to something. So it's kind of nice to have something going on where it's just like, okay, we're gonna go over here,
Yeah.
do a little something, and
Hmm.
we'll go over to Queens. We'll do a little, like I think it's better that way, and you get
Yeah.
a bunch of people in that wouldn't have normally came in. Like normal, regular people off the street don't usually go to art galleries to go hang out with their friends. It's just that
No.
just doesn't happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
But at this event, it sure
It,
did.
it sure did. Yeah.
It sure
Exactly.
did.
You got like the other
Yeah.
thing is that you got all mixes of people, all different types of
Hmm.
races, all different type of people. So there was no like set of like type of person. Like every type of person
Right.
was there, you know?
Yep. That's a
So
fact.
that's a fact. So what kind of advice would you give to somebody who's like, just starting out and like trying to, follow their passion and stuff like that?
Um, there's gonna be a lot of time when you're awake. There's gonna be a lot of time when you know, you're up late night working on art or doing something. There's gonna be a lot of time that you know, well, because I don't think people, when they start, I don't think they really see the time that it actually takes to do these kind of things.
Hmm.
Um, and you just gotta be patient. It's really just a patience game,
Yeah.
But just consider that there's a lot of time in between that you're not doing nothing. As an artist, you go, when you go on tour, you go to a show for 8 hours, right? And then you go and travel for 13 hours, and then you do sound check for an hour, and then you do a show for 8 hours, and then you travel for 13 hours. You see what I mean? It's not, it's
Yeah.
not as exciting and glamorous as people think it is. They just see the guy go on stage and like, oh my God, his life must be beautiful.
Hmm.
But really, I've been to, 4 or 5 different countries. I ain't never seen them countries. You know what I mean? Like I didn't go nowhere. I mean, I
Yeah.
think the only place I saw was Thailand, but
Hmm.
like I never like seen any of the countries. I saw the venue where I played. I
Hmm.
might have saw the club down the street, So a lot of these things take a lot of time in between, you guys. There's a lot of things that you have to do in between, but be patient and you'll get to where you're going.
Yeah.
And find somebody like our hustle that do that.
Thank
That's
you
my
for the plug.
advice to
Thank
you.
you for the plug.
Yeah, yeah, that's my advice to you. Find somebody like our hustle that's gonna be like, okay, we're gonna have this show. You come on in, you put your stuff there. You're an absolute nobody, but everybody's at the show.
Yeah.
So I would do that too.
I appreciate
That
that.
would work.
I appreciate the support,
No,
I appreciate
yeah,
the
no
support
doubt,
that you have.
no doubt, man. I show up to. I mean, I try to show up to all the shows, whichever
Yeah.
one I can,
Yeah, exactly.
and I
So
live 2 hours away.
I know that's a hustle right there. I support.
Dude lives down the street. He can't even show up for 5 minutes.
Hmm.
Crazy,
Yeah.
nuts.
Remember when you came with Jael and Dave started filming you?
Yes, yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
it was funny.
Good times.
So tell me
Yeah,
about
I
your T-shirt and the hat that you have on there.
okay, so this shirt I just bought out of nowhere, but my hat right here, this is my clothing line. It's called Cherry Hill Lifestyle. And next, you know what? I kind of gave up on it. I've been doing it for about 8 years, and I kind of put it down.
Hmm.
But next year it's going to be 10 years, so I gotta get back in the game. I need my anniversary editions, baby.
Yeah.
I gotta do it. So
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna be running, running a few shirts and doing a couple things. And all my stuff is one ups, man. I got time to go back and revisit something, man. Ain't nobody got time for that. So
So they're one of a
the
kind.
big appeal, Yeah, one of the big appeals with the hats that we make like snapbacks, is that they're all one of a kind. I just order one of this, one
Mhm.
of that, one of that. And
Yeah.
even if the hats are same, the stitching will be different.
Yeah.
It's completely different.
Yeah.
And then the shirts we get made by, well, my old shirts were made by a dude that makes Tony Hawk shirts too. So there weren't no
Wow.
punk designs here. So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So Old Dirty Dermot is his name,
That's
and he
dope.
did a
That's
couple
I
shirt
love his name.
designs,
That's really
and
cool.
right, and my homeboy over at Antilogy over here, he makes shirts over here in Kingston, New York. Um, so yeah, I just kind of roll, I
Hmm.
roll with my little team or whatever, and oh, and Backwoods did the hats, Backwoods and New Paltz. Um, yeah, I just roll with a small team. I do small prints. I'm not trying to take over the world.
Hmm.
I'll literally make 20 shirts a sign and you'll never see it again. I don't care. I ain't making it again. Too bad. You should have got it the first time.
Yeah. And so
So,
what made you start Cherry Hill?
oh, I had a homeboy in my town. I live in New Paltz, upstate New York, right in SUNY New Paltz. Everybody knows where that is. It's a college. It's a college town. Um, so my homeboy has a shop here, and he had his own clothing line for skateboards. And I always used to wear his stuff around. They'd be like, "Oh yeah, the liquid guy. There he is. Yeah, yeah." So I was like, "Wait a minute. Everybody thinks I'm the liquid guy." So I started switching over and making my own stuff, and all I do is wear my own stuff. So
Yeah.
now I'm the Cherry Hill lifestyle guy.
There you go.
So
There you
I
go.
kind of got the idea from doing that.
Mhm.
I'm one of those. Like this year, this is my new thing this year. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna print out like 30 sweatshirts. Monday's gonna be a different color, Tuesday gonna be a different color, Wednesday, so on and so forth. I'm gonna wear the same shirt on my same, well, it's not gonna be the same one. Wink wink. I'm gonna wear the same color on Monday, same color on Tuesday. I'm gonna see how long I can do it for.
That's awesome.
Oh, and then on the 31st day, it's gonna be a special edition.
Hmm.
Special edition Cherry Hill Lifestyle sweatshirt. That's what
Yeah.
I'm gonna do.
That's awesome.
For long, I think I could do that. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. And
I'm
then
not gonna waste the money.
you're gonna take some photos and Instagram it and promote it.
That's right. Yeah, 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 definitely. Yeah, I do a lot of these because I am a true artist at heart. I do a lot of these things where um, I call myself cookie cutter.
Hmm.
I always look the same. I never look any different. I always, it almost seems as if I have the same clothes on,
Yeah.
but I don't.
Yeah.
I just own the same shirt over and over again, like a cartoon character.
Yeah.
I'm very, I'm a big anime fan,
Hmm.
and most of the time the guys got the same clothes on. Like the whole show, they got the same attire on. So um, last summer, I think I'm gonna do it again this summer though. Last summer, I was a cowboy. I had a poncho.
Hmm.
I still have it. I got a poncho and a cowboy hat,
Yeah.
and I'm a newly electric scooter enthusiast. I
Yeah.
got electric bike, electric scooter, stuff like that. So I ride around my electric scooter with my cowboy hat on, my
And your
poncho
poncho.
swinging in the wind. Yeah, it's great, man. I call myself the electric cowboy. I do a lot of stuff like that, and I'll drive around. I'll have my Pokeball book bag
Yeah.
on, or I'll have Venture Time. I'll have Beamer on my back, and I'll ride around. People, oh, cool. I'll do these little art things, in my town because it's very busy during the summer. So
Yeah.
I'll just ride up and down the street looking all weird, and people will be like, "What is that?" Either gonna say he looks like an idiot, or "Wow, that's cool. I wish I would have thought of that."
Mhm.
It's either or.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
it sounds
could
like
go anyway.
you're a true artist right there, right?
Yes, yeah. That's it takes a little dedication. It's like I said. You know, I tell my daughter, I say, look, I started singing when I'm 5, and you hear how I sing now. I always brag about singing because that's the one thing I could do great. Everything else, hey, I don't know, man. I don't know if I can do that, but I can sing. That's the one thing I can do. But what I told her is, I started when I was 5. I never stopped. That's
Yeah.
why I could sing like that. That's why I can, sing them high notes and
Yeah.
do this and do that. you got to start from day one,
Yeah.
man. Day one.
What
You
about your
know.
kids?
And she
What
like,
are they into any music or anything?
yeah, yeah. I got twins, and my other kids are older. I don't know what they're into. They could be into anything. But my two younger ones, Marla is into the Marla's into like Blackpink and like
Oh, I love
Korean
Blackpink.
pop and
Hmm.
yeah, she's into like Korean pop and stuff like that. And my other daughter Suki, she's into Japanese metal. And
Really?
yeah, yeah. I just took her to a I took her to before this whole thing happened. I took her to her first concert in New York City. We went to see Haida.
Hmm.
Haida, and he's from a band called Larkin,
Yeah.
which is from Japan, and we're like huge Larkin fans, you
Yeah.
know. And so I took her to go see Haida, and it was like crazy.
Oh my
But
God.
yeah,
Wait,
she's into
wait,
Japanese
how old are
metal,
they?
so there's a lot of 12.
Oh my God, they're
They're
12?
both 12. They're twins.
Wow.
12.
They're, they're getting
Yeah,
big.
yeah, they're
Like my
12.
daughter's gonna be 12 in June.
Good lord.
Hmm.
Yeah, time flies, and it's great too, man. You know what I mean? I got five. I almost got 5 years left, boy. I got to post it on the back of the door. When they turn 18, I got the date posted on one of them squeegee boards. It
Yeah.
says the date when they turn 18. That's when you get out,
But
and
like,
I go back
see
to
ya.
art. Bye. Have
Bye.
fun. Bye. Don't
Enjoy
come
your life.
back. Bye. No, I've been raising kids for a long time, and I'm done. I'm finished with it. You know, I had my first daughter when I was 17.
Oh,
So
really? Wow.
R&B singer, baby. R&B singer every time. It ain't going, it doesn't help. Let me tell you, it does not help. It's
Mhm.
not helpful. So yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I had my first daughter in high school. So
Mhm.
I've been around kids for a long time. A lot of people, when I say that, people's brain gets turned off. They're like, "Don't you care about your kids?" I'm like, "Yeah, but they're around. They're always here. They've never been gone. You know, since high school.
Yeah.
So it's like, no, I could take a little time. I want to take a couple. You know, go to Europe or we're taking Japanese, so I want to like try to go to Japan.
Yeah.
Um, and I've been trying on my Mandarin, but I'm
Yes.
buhao. Yeah,
Yes.
no good. Not very good at it. Um, but I'm I'm tooling along. I want to get this. You know, I want to try to get it down. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
like it. It's like a singing language. It's
Yeah.
almost like you're singing.
It's very like
It's
all
great.
the enunciations and all of it. Like I tried to learn Mandarin when I was a kid, and that
Mm,
didn't work. All I wanted to do was
right,
go outside and play. So I didn't learn much.
right.
So I don't even know like
Yeah,
tiny.
but you speak like Fujianese, right? Fujianese,
Yeah, I speak
Fujian.
Fujianese, Fuzhou,
Oh,
but
you
I
can.
know
Oh,
then I
okay.
know like tiny bits of like Cantonese and Mandarin, just like tiny little things. Like I can't hold
Oh,
a conversation, but I can understand like little things
oh.
you say. So if you're talking about me, I'll be able to be like, yo,
You be like, yo, what you,
yo,
man, what you think
you talking about me?
you thought I didn't know what you
Yeah,
was saying?
exactly. I'm like,
what about
I
what about Taiwanese? Do you know
no,
Taiwanese? No,
no.
none of that.
Mm-mm.
My homeboy lives in Taiwan. I can't wait to go visit him. Yeah, I mean, he
Yeah,
always comes here, but I'm like, I'm not going there yet.
yeah,
You know, because I got to take all the kids, man.
yeah.
That's too much. That's too much moolah.
That's too much
Yeah,
money.
that's too much moolah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I wanted them to. Even if I was rich, I would still look like an absolute dirt, like garbage. I look like trash. I'm one of those dudes. Like, look at that guy. He looks like. And I go home and I'm in my mansion and like slipping
Well,
in a jacuzzi.
well, that's usually that's kind of like usually the MO of like millionaires. They don't give a shit.
That
You know what I
it.
mean? They don't give a shit.
You know,
Yeah.
you know.
You gotta look for those people. Those are the millionaires who don't give a shit
Yeah,
about what they're wearing and their sneakers are dirty or whatever. They just come in like, hey, what's up?
that's a fact. I
Hmm.
used to go to when I was younger. I used to go to industry parties with my brother, and so you know, one time I saw Mano over in Brooklyn somewhere. We were at some showcase, and Mano was there,
Hmm.
and I forget who I with my brother and somebody else, and Maynard walked by, and I just gave him like a head nod, like, "Hey, what up?" It's like, "Yo, that was Maynard. Why didn't you say that?" I was like, "Because that's not the guy to talk to. You see
Yeah.
the guy over there in the dirty shoes?
Yeah.
That's the guy to talk
Yeah.
to.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Don't worry about it. If the guy has shiny chains, you just let him walk by. Yeah, yeah. Because even when I went to the Grammy, I went to the Grammy party,
Yeah.
and I saw Nick Cannon. I gave him a head nod. I said,
Yeah.
"Hey man, how you doing?" Because the guy in the dirty shoes over there, that's who I want to talk to.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I walked past him. I got a picture with the CEO, the CEO of Delta Airlines. That's
Yeah.
who I
Yeah.
got a picture with.
Yeah.
Not Nick Cannon. He gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be okay.
Yeah.
You don't need me to say for him. I'm sure you got everybody else giving him all the attention in the world. But yeah, it's usually one time. Oh yeah, that's how I met. One time I met Beyonce's road manager at one of these events that I used to go to when I was younger, and everybody's blinging there. Well, like Jim Jones was there, and
Yeah.
a bunch of other people were just happened to be there.
Yeah.
The lights were on, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not talking to none of these dudes, man. I'm gonna go walk over and talk to this dude over there. That was Beyonce's road manager. Yeah, I guess I was right. Guess I was right. If
Hmm.
you shining, I ain't talking to you at all. Forget
Yeah.
about it. You got too many chains on.
Yeah.
You need to step back.
Back all the way back.
Back. Right,
Yeah.
right. Just keep on going.
Tell me over
Don't worry about
here. Talk to
stopping.
that guy.
No, I think that Art Hustle still has a really huge potential, and I hope you haven't considered laying your hat down because um, if we were able to ride that wave for 3 years, then you obviously have something going on here
Yeah.
because you wouldn't be able to ride it for a week
Yeah.
if you didn't have something going on. You know
Exactly.
what I mean? So I think that it should continue on. Hopefully, it continues on after all this craziness madness is over, and we could just go back to our regular lives.
Exactly. Well, that's why
Right.
during all of this, I was like, well, we can't do the art shows, so I might as well start the podcast and start talking to all of the great artists and musicians and the vendors and everybody, and just start talking to you guys and getting your story so we can have it documented. And eventually, the goal is to have a Art and Hustle Netflix documentary about all of you guys, and we'll all like
Yeah.
we'll visit your studios, we'll do a clip of you like singing or whatever, and it's gonna be like how to like start your own like underground art show. You know what I mean? Like how do you do it?
Do you, oh yeah. What is that? DY? What DIY?
Mhm.
DIY? Do it yourself?
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, yeah, really, because when I first started doing things, there was no guides.
yeah,
You could look. There was no guides whatsoever. There's nobody saying, "Hey, the first thing you do is baby steps." Now, when I thought of an idea, I thought about here, and then I got to $1 million already. There is no,
yeah,
there is, but all the steps in between, I never took them. I just thought, oh yeah, whatever. You just do A, B, C, D. But there's so many baby steps in between that people should be aware of
yeah,
throughout their art journey. There's so many small little things that you're
mhm,
going to miss if you don't step back and say, okay, look, step number one. Okay, this might cost this much. Okay, this is going to take me 3 months. Step number two. Okay, well, this is going to cost me this much. Oh, this is a bit much. It's a computer. 5,000. Yeah, it's a lot of money. This might take me a year.
mhm,
You can't expect for it to happen right now overnight because
yeah,
that's not going to happen. Like I'm gonna tell you right now, I'll just be completely honest. You know, I feel more successful now at an older age doing this than when I was younger because I was just all over the place. I didn't
mhm,
I didn't process the information well when I was younger. So it would be nice to have, like you said, to have a program where it's just like, okay, look, this is step number one. This is what we did. You know, it's not glamorous, but that's what we did.
yeah.
Step number two, blah blah blah, so on and so forth,
Yeah, exactly. It could be like
etc.,
it can be like,
etc.
how to do an art show for dummies, something like that. Those books that they used to have, how to do this for dummies, how to do this.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. It's gonna be like how to do an art show for dummies, kind of basically. I can do a
Yeah,
little book. I'm gonna write up a little book on
yeah,
how to do it
yeah.
because I didn't really have a guide. There's no guide for
Yeah.
underground art shows, you
No,
know?
there's no guy.
There's no guide. It was just kind of like, I
Zero.
don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just gonna do it.
No.
I'm just
You
gonna do
can't
it.
go to Barnes and Nobles and pick up a book about this. It
No,
just doesn't exist.
you're kind of just
Doesn't exist.
you're just kind of doing it aimlessly. And then since the day and
Mm-hmm.
age of Instagram and social media started coming, like
Mm.
it's a whole nother world of how to do
Right.
it, you know?
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah, because you could reach so many other people. Hey, look, people don't always got to come to the show, but I tell you what, when they go and look at your Instagram, they say, "Boy, I wish I was at that show, baby." And guess
Yeah,
what? They show up next time.
they
It's
do.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So social media is very powerful because I have a picture. I don't know about you, but when you met up with somebody at the mall, you might have not seen them the whole time. You would have called them tomorrow. Hey man, you didn't show up at the mall. No, I was by Sears.
Mm,
So
yeah,
now we got it's right here, right at your fingertips, man. You
exactly.
go do whatever you want.
Exactly. I mean, like we even had people
Beautiful.
coming out like in dead winter. Remember we had like two shows in the dead of winter.
Oh yeah, the storm.
The storm. There was a
There's
huge
a
storm
bunch of
coming and
storms.
everyone
Yeah,
was like, "Are you still having a
right.
show?" I'm like, "Yeah, we are." Blizzard and all, right? We still had our show.
Right.
And there was a
I
really good
drove
amount of
there.
people that still came.
Yeah, I definitely drove there. It was great. Yeah, man. Yeah. It was it was always hot and sweaty in there, man. Like
It was.
you open the door, you can literally see steam come out of there. It was
Well,
great. It was perfect.
The
Right
AC
on.
never worked. The AC never worked. It was always hot in there.
No, never worked.
No, never
Yeah,
worked.
never worked.
Never.
Yeah.
Never
But people
worked.
stayed. Hey, that was a surprising part. That people, you normally you have an art gallery. People walk through, they look at the pictures, they go, "Oh, that's nice," and they walk out and leave, and that's it.
Yeah.
Nobody ever left. Nobody ever left. No, nowhere. Everybody's like, "Hey, I'm just hanging out." I'm like, wait, did you see everything? Yeah, I'm gonna go look at it again. Yeah,
I'm
I'm
gonna
just gonna hang out here,
I'm gonna
and they
go
were
look
good.
at it again.
Nobody ever went nowhere. I'm just gonna look at it again, and nobody ever left. Like no person. That's why it got so full. Nobody ever left. They just
Hmm.
stood there like, man,
Yeah.
just a mess. Like so mind blowing just to think about it. It's just like, what is going on here, man? Like these people were everywhere, and they were not leaving. It wasn't like
Yeah.
walk around the gallery, leave. No,
Oh, they
no, no.
walk,
Stay and chill.
stay,
No,
walk around again, stay, walk around again.
stay, walk around again.
But
Stay.
it turned
That's
into
it.
like it turned into like a network. So like everybody will come and just start networking. That's what it turned out to be.
Greatest network ever.
It was like a network party, you know? And
Mm-hmm.
the energy,
Mm-hmm.
I think everyone's energy was very much on the same plane, you know? Everyone was had the
Mm.
same good vibes. It was always just good vibes, right?
Yeah, but you know what I think that's from, right? It's from the Sunawag energy.
Yes.
There's a few of us who started in Gowanus,
The
and
alumni.
we all just follow each other around, and the other people come in and be like, "Oh, we're so happy because we were already happy. We
Yeah.
were already celebrating. Wow, it's
Yeah.
so beautiful."
Yeah.
So I think that's what really happened,
It was.
where people just
It was
kind
the
of felt
start
an
of
energy
the Summer Walk and the alumni that every time somebody would do something, they
uh,
would come and support. So it was like seeing family. So
every time.
every time somebody from Gowanus and Summer Walk would come, it was like family, seeing
Mhm.
family again. We're like, oh my God, it's great seeing you, you know? So
And once a month too. It was awesome. I don't, as an artist, you don't get to see people a lot like this. You're always trying to create. You want to save some time, get in your own space.
mhm.
Hey man, turn off the phone. Sometimes me and Dylan don't talk to each other for months. Like, hey man, and then I'll turn on his Instagram and I'll call him like, oh, okay, what's up, man? Because I know you need that space to kind of just
Yeah.
be in your own box
Yeah.
and just create. So once a month it was great because it's like, wow, I get to see my family. Oh my God, and then we'd go to your gallery. Then the next day I'd get up and I'd go to all the galleries in Manhattan.
Yeah.
And it was just and those galleries, and I'm telling you, there was such a difference.
Yeah.
It was such a difference between what Art Hustle was doing and what everybody else was doing.
Yeah.
It was just felt like
Stuffy.
ah, low energy,
Mhm.
very stuffy, very like it was kind of like uninviting. It's very uninviting when you go into a gallery. It's just like, what do you think of this, good man? You know, it was very stuffy. When you come into our house, it's very inviting. You want to be there. It's very inviting. You're like, oh, we're
Yeah.
here. Everybody's like, hey, man, this is great. The artists are talking to you. They're not sitting over the corner like in a chair, just waiting for you. Waiting for you to buy something. Can I put a red sticker there yet? No, no one's acting like that.
Yeah.
Everybody was very upbeat,
Mhm.
going. There was live
Very,
art
very
going. There was live.
approachable.
Yeah, it's very approachable,
Very
and it was
approachable.
great.
Yeah.
That's what people like. That's how you sell stuff. When
Yeah.
you're very approachable, you sell stuff.
Yep.
So that was beautiful. I loved how that operated, and I'll never stop talking about it. It's like one of my favorite times. I'll never stop talking about it. It
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
great. You know,
Yeah.
it was like
Hopefully.
my favorite job.
Yeah. Hopefully, after all of this, we can do a giant grand reopening of it. That would be dope.
Well, there's plenty of empty stores to do
Yeah.
it in, and I'm pretty sure they'll be more than willing to let us do the biggest art show we want to do.
Yeah.
I'm
Right.
sure there'll be more. Well, you want to pay us money to do something? No one's paying us.
Yeah.
Hurry up! Yeah, put the art in. Hey, that's what's going to happen. I'm
Yeah.
telling you right now.
Yeah.
They won't mind.
I know.
Not at all.
We
So
definitely we definitely
yeah,
need to do that when all of this is like settled down.
yeah, I think so. Yeah, and, make it. I would like to do a big deal one. I want to do a big deal one.
Hmm.
Because it's been so long. Now you got to do it. Now it's got to be a big deal.
It's got to be a big deal.
You know.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's got to be a big deal because now it's been too long.
Yeah.
It's like the return of the Sonowog.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's good.
Return of the Soda. Yeah.
Us presents the return of the Sonowog.
Exactly.
Mm.
Exactly.
Yes. I don't know if you've seen Boogie's thing. She's still working up there in the trade tower,
I know she
doing something
doesn't
different in the
stop.
trade tower
She
now.
does not stop. She's
Yeah,
phenomenal. Her and Rez.
those guys actually live in my area, so I get the pleasure of seeing them all the time.
Hmm.
But like, it's just crazy if you know where we live at. It's like a small nowhere.
That's
It's like
funny. Yeah.
nowhereville, and
Yeah.
to see like I used to dance with Rez in the club. We used to break dance in the club, and like it's just so crazy to walk in and see this man standing right over there with his camera. I'm like, wait a second,
Hmm.
wait, man, I know you. He's
Yeah.
like, yeah, we used to. You're kidding me.
Oh my
I said,
God.
we made it all the way from upstate New York to over here.
Yeah.
That's for me. It's like mind blowing, mind blowing, mind blowing, absolutely mind blowing.
Beautiful.
And I
Beautiful.
can't wait to do it again.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
It's coming. It's
Can't wait.
coming.
And what are you doing? And what are you doing with Art Hustle? Are you going back? What are you doing with your clothing thing? Are you still trying to?
I still have them. I still have the merch of the t-shirts and the hats and all that stuff.
Yeah, just keep them holding.
Yeah.
I got your stuff too, man. Just keep it waiting. You'll see.
Yeah, they're there. For the next show, I'll have them.
Yeah, you just keep it there. You
Yeah.
just keep it waiting because people, I got two Art Hustle hats. What are you talking about? I
Yeah.
got two. You know what I mean? Like I was hopefully going to get another one, but
Yeah.
that's how it works. Um,
And then you have an
but yeah,
original Linda L. Chung piece of artwork too.
oh my God, I want to take the camera and show you it, but I don't want to move it because I got all these lights set up. I got like these makeshift lights set up. But yeah, that one lays right above my bed. What are those things called?
Post
The frame.
frame.
Yeah, it's like right
Headboard.
above
The
with another
headboard.
picture. The headboard, yeah,
Headboard.
it's right above the headboard, and I have another picture on the side of it of New York City. Like that's one of my favorite pictures, man. I
Mm,
mean, yeah, that's my jam. What are you
yeah.
talking about? Like that's it's in my room. It's not
Yeah.
out in the living room. It's not in my bathroom. Something. No, that's in my room. That's like one of my favorite pictures.
Hmm.
Favorite ones.
Thank you.
And
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm talking to the artist right now. I feel like such a groupie.
You're talking to the original artist who did it. That's
I'm
hanging in your
talking to
wall.
the original son one who made that painting. Bover stuff here.
Yeah.
I got a couple boogie things here. I got to get Boogie to do me a couple things too, because you know, she hasn't done me enough, man.
Yeah.
We need some other stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna get some boogie stuff in here, and I gotta get one more Linda Cham.
Mm-hmm.
Cham, did I say it
No.
right?
Yeah.
Why would I say Chow? Why say Chow? Am I racist?
You are racist.
Am I racist?
What is wrong with you?
Jesus Christ, man. But
Chung?
yeah,
I think you said Chang. I don't know what you said.
I said Chan.
Yeah, you think you said Chance. Chung.
Oh, it's Chung.
Chung.
Good Lord. And I'm learning Mandarin. I cannot get it right. I should be
Chung.
ashamed of myself.
Linda
Oh,
Chung.
and I've been calling you every single other name forever.
That's
I'm
okay.
surprised you just noticed now. I've been all over the place
Well, at
forever.
least you knew my first name.
Yeah.
At least you got that, right?
Hey, look, man. People get my name jacked up all the time. I don't even care no more, man. I think I'm just getting too old to even care, man. People just jack up my name all the time.
Well,
I
yeah,
say,
I
okay,
don't think I knew how to say your name for the longest time. I'm like, I don't know how to say it. I have no idea.
most people say Teo, but it's Mateo, but people say Teo.
Yeah.
I was like,
No, I
okay.
have no idea. No
They
idea.
call me Johnny, Ricky. I don't care. As long as I'm on top of the show, we good. I don't. I'm just
As long as you're
over it,
paying
man.
me for the show, call me whatever you
Yeah,
want.
nah, we're totally fine, man. You try to call me whatever you like. That'd be fine, man. Good times.
So are
Yeah.
you
Oh,
working?
you guys should come up, by the way. You guys
Oh,
should come up here and
yes.
come visit. Have you been to New Falls before?
I don't think so.
You never been to New Falls?
Like I
Oh,
went to college in Syracuse University, and I went to Cornell. I've
yeah,
been to Binghamton,
sir.
so
Yeah,
I've been to
yeah.
Ithaca. So I've been to those, but I don't think I've never been to New Paltz.
Right, right. And that's far. Yeah, it's farther up from
Yeah,
us.
yeah. So I just
Yeah,
passed you.
but
I keep going. Like, see
yeah,
ya.
you
I'm
gotta
going
come
further
down because I
up.
gotta take. I know I gotta take you to Woodstock, man. We gotta go to Woodstock,
We
man.
should go.
Come
Yeah,
on.
we gotta bring Art and Hustle and come and visit.
Yeah, yeah, man. Bring everybody up, man. Bring the kids, bring Davy Boy, bring everybody, man. Let's
So,
do this.
so I have a question. Are you doing anything else
Mhm.
since you're not doing music? Like, do you have a different like 9 to 5 job?
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I work with well, you're not supposed to say crazy anymore. Mentally challenged
Mm-hmm.
individuals.
Mm-hmm.
Cause so I'm actually like a good person in real life. Because they don't pay you to do that, by the way. They do not pay you to do that. I mean, they pay you,
But
but
not enough.
they
No.
don't pay you to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been doing that. I've been doing that for, oh my God, 15, 16 years.
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing that for a long time. Yeah,
So
for a while.
what are you, a counselor, or how are you helping them?
Yeah, yeah, residential counselor. Yeah, yeah. I know how to talk to people with mental issues.
Oh, that's why you have a
I
lot.
know how to talk to artists.
That's why you know
Now
how
you
to
know why.
talk to everybody.
Yes,
Like,
yes.
literally, you can just walk up to anybody and just start talking.
Oh yeah, anybody.
And
Yeah, it
just start
doesn't matter to
talking to
me.
anybody. Yeah,
No, doesn't matter.
yeah.
No,
You're like,
and it
hey,
doesn't matter
you.
what I get back.
Yeah, you're like, you over there. Come here. I want to
Yeah,
talk to you.
yeah. And you know what? That's a because I'm originally from Brooklyn, so that's like a strange thing to have in the city
Hmm.
because normally no one talks to nobody. Oh
No,
my God, you would be a complete
no, you
and
just
utter
like stand there.
weirdo
You
if you
like
talk to
stand there
people.
and stare at people.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not talking to you.
And you look past people. You don't
Yeah,
look at them. You just kind of look past them.
yeah, yep,
So but when we're in the art world setting, well, then my country boy can come out and I can talk to anybody I want.
yeah.
And and my psych training, I can talk to whoever. It doesn't matter to me because I can talk to any genre of person. That's doesn't even if the person's whoop,
Well,
don't
you could
matter to me.
probably also read people quickly too if you have psych training
Oh
and
yeah.
you deal with
So,
people who are mentally challenged. So you can read people quickly and you can feel their energy quickly then.
Yes. How did you know? That is great. Yes. Yes. Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's very helpful too. Um, I you know I grew up religious. My mom was a Jehovah Witness,
Hmm.
so there was lots of knocking on doors. There was lots of preaching. So I've always had practice talking to people.
Oh,
So
okay.
even though I don't right, so even though I don't follow the religion, it's kind of natural for me.
Yeah, yeah.
So I don't have the problem of talking to people. It's easy.
Did you have to
Mm.
like walk up to the doors too with her and talk to people?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's so embarrassing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was super embarrassing. But when you're a kid and your parents, if you had tiger parents, if
Yeah.
your parents say, "Hey, go over there," well, I guess you're going over there. Like
Yeah.
I had to take ballet in high school because
Yeah.
my mom said, "Go over there." I said, "Well, I guess I'm a ballet dancer, aren't
Yeah.
I?" you know.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's good because now
yeah,
it makes you the person you are today because you have to get over that fear and the embarrassments to, talk to people and walk up to
yeah,
people and all that stuff
yeah.
because you have no fear. You just be like, all right, I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna talk to them. I'm gonna go over here.
I know, and my kids are the opposite. You never notice your kids are the total opposite. I'm like, and they're like, oh God, don't
Yeah.
look at me.
Yeah.
You're like, how could you be like that? I'm so outgoing. It doesn't make any sense. I'm like, they call me the mayor of town. I
Yeah.
just
Yeah. Yeah.
everybody knows me. They all say hi.
Yeah.
I'm like Mr. Rogers walking.
Yeah. Yeah,
Hi.
you're like the mayor of Art and Hustle. We're gonna make you the honorary mayor of Art and Hustle.
I'll take it. I'll take it. No, no, I like that. Because um, I like it because you know what happens at a lot of times at these art shows, I'm able to connect people too. Because a lot of times, like me and Dylan would be like, "Yo, did you get all the business cards?" I'm like, "Of course I did." He's like, "Oh yes," because it's so much easier for me to be like, "Yo, what you do there?" Okay, yeah, let me get you. It was so easy, and for the artist, you're presenting yourself. You're very naked already. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah, it's hard. It's
you're
hard. Yeah, as an artist, you putting it out there.
very hard,
Yeah, you're very vulnerable. You
very
are. You're
naked,
naked out there. You have
very
your art.
exposed.
Hmm.
Yeah, because I mean, you could be standing behind somebody and they go, "This is crap," and walk away. You're like,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I'm sure that's happened to me before. It'd be like, "This sounds like crap." Don't quit your day job, and I just ignore people. Who
Yeah.
cares?
Yeah.
You know, who cares? Who comes to your party and poo poos on it? I don't do that. So I don't even, when people do that, I just ignore them,
Yeah.
you know, because all you need is one person to like that painting. That's it. And
Exactly.
you don't need it. You don't gotta like
That's the
it.
funny thing is that's what made me buy the room and go honest.
Mm,
I was like, I think it was $150 for the room, and I was like,
yep.
I didn't have the $150 then because I was going through tough times
Right.
then. But I was like,
Me
okay,
too.
I was like, I
Same
just need,
times, by the way. Same times,
yeah,
by the way. Wink, wink.
yeah, I got you. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I mean, like at that point, it was like I can only like I just need one person to buy one painting for $150, and that's not a lot to ask for. So at that point, I was like, I don't care. I'll sell a painting for $150. Like whatever you want. Like
Yeah.
if I can sell it, I was happy. So that was
Yep.
an amazing thing. I was like, I just need to sell one. That's it.
That's it. That's it. I
Just need
mean,
that one.
when you sell the one, it gives you that spark. That's
Yes.
that's the spark. It's that first show spark. It's like,
Yeah.
ooh, someone actually bought something.
Someone bought something. Yeah.
Oh my god, and then you get that glow. Then all right, cool, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I got it, man.
Yeah.
Because because hey, look, people, I'm sure you sat in that room and people just walk past all that, one after another. They didn't even walk in your room.
Yeah.
Let's just take one person, man. Crazy,
Yeah. I know.
crazy.
It was amazing. It was amazing. I just needed it one. That's it.
That's it, man. That's all you need is one person. And then once you get yourself going, hey, that's good advice for people right there, man. You just got to sell one, man.
Hmm.
If you sell it for $25, well, you're a professional, aren't you?
Yeah. Just take that first step and just do one.
That's it. Like
Yeah.
you sell one, you're a professional. No one
Yeah.
can tell you nothing.
Just like you, just sing that one
You
song.
know?
Just start singing, right? Just start.
That's it.
Yep.
That's it. I get booked one show, I'm a professional.
Hmm.
I mean, you could say that, oh, well, you didn't book Madison Square Garden. Well, no one asked me on what level of professional I was on. I'm professional still. I
Yep.
still got paid to do a show, didn't I? That's a
Yeah.
professional. So a
Exactly.
lot of people get that, you know, how people get that idea mixed up and confused. Well, I didn't make 10 G's in one show, so you're not a professional. Like
Hmm.
people got to get all that stuff out of their brain about, you know, oh, I didn't make it to the top. I waited a year and I didn't make it to the top. Yeah, people gotta get that stuff out of their
Yeah, you
mind,
don't
man,
need
because
that
that's
though. You
not the
don't
way
need.
it works,
I feel
man.
like as long as you're following your passion and your love for whatever that moves you, is it art or music, whatever
Yeah,
it is, as long as you're following that, then you're good to go. Just keep doing it. You know. But I'm so
fact,
happy. I just want to thank
fact,
you.
all fact.
I have to wrap it up soon because now we've hit the hour mark and try to stand it. But thank you so much for taking the time to join me. Thank you very much. We're gonna catch up in next like
Shishir. Oh, wakashi.
is that Japanese?
Did you hear me?
Is that
Did you
Japanese?
hear me?
Yeah,
I
I heard.
said wakashi,
I don't know what that means.
wakashi.
I don't know what that
It
means.
means you're welcome. And oh, in Mandarin. Oh, that's right. Okay. The Fujian. I don't have Fujian yet. But right, I'm sorry. I cut you off. My bad. I did it again. I'm so sorry. I tried.
Stop being a racist. Do I look Mandarin? Do I look Mandarin just
I
because
know
I'm
you're not. I
Asian?
know.
Just because I'm Asian, you think that
No,
I speak
you
Mandarin?
told me that. No, you told me that the only language you speak is Fujian because that's what your mom speaks. That's what you told me. That's like you said. That's the only. Don't ask me nothing about Mandarin. Nothing. Just be
Mhm.
quiet. You already
Exactly.
told me like a long time
No,
ago.
that's
I'm
it.
just stupid.
I know. And you
I
calling
don't.
me
I don't
Chang?
listen.
Yeah, exactly. Chang and shit. Like, all right. I'm done with you. Goodbye. Thank you very much.
Bye.